If you're hiring influencers, how do you spot creators who are selling themselves out? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple ways that you can do this, which will help you prevent and avoid any bad influencers so that you don't have any complete sponsorship flops. Let's dive into it. The first one is going to be, what is the first thing they say in the reply to your message? So if you're doing outreach to influencers via email or Instagram, and if the first thing they give you is their rate card and ask when you want to get started, that can be a red flag because they might have done that with many other brands who might have had a bad reputation, right? And if they have some past sponsorships from brands that people didn't like, for example, BetterHelp has a lot of controversy. If they were sponsored by BetterHelp in the past, people may have noticed that they don't like them that much because of that. So when it's your time and you make that sponsorship, people will not like it as much. They're not going to convert as well. And just overall, it's not going to make as many sales. Now, instead, if when they reply, they're curious about your brand, they'd love to know your goals, your values, your story, that's a green flag. Now, the second thing you can do is take their transcript and analyze it with ChatGPT and ask it, does this transcript sound authentic? Rate it out of 10. We've actually built this tool over here, which I'll show you in a second, that gives every transcript and does an automatic analysis, which helps us find the right influencers. But ChatGPT works just as well if you have a set list of influencers that you'd like to narrow down. So for example, this video over here was made by a creator called Calmic Chris, and she was sponsored by TryFume. So this was the video. The sponsorship was 2 minutes and 48 seconds in. Effectively, we took this transcript over here. So this was the entire transcript from the introduction all the way to the end when she talks about the code. And then what we did is we gave a couple of criteria to ChatGPT, and we told it evaluate this transcript in each criteria. We evaluated how, if they had a smooth transition from the video to the ad. Really important here, by the way, because if you don't, a lot of people are going to skip it. The next thing is, did it feel authentic? We wanted to make sure that every time an influencer says something, it's actually coming from them, not from the script. Did she address doubts? Did she talk about the use case, how it fit into her life? All these are very important things that could be very tedious to manually check, but with ChatGPT or any other LLM model, very easy to do so. And now the next thing is, have they done fully standalone sponsored videos? If they have done this, this can be a red flag because these videos can really hurt a channel. When you just have a standalone sponsored videos, you lose a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers because people think you're selling out. So if you notice there's a lot of these, there's 1 or 2 could be fine, but if you notice there's a lot of these, 5, 10, 20 on a channel, and these will be very clear because you'll see it in the channel video section, could mean they're selling themselves out. So take this as another signal, right, alongside the other 2. Now, the fourth signal is look at the ratio of comments to views. And if it's much less than 1 to 1,000, there may be some fake views, some fake subscribers, right? Now, whenever you look through any of the tools and you try and see what is the fake follower percentage, no tool will ever do this accurately because it's very difficult to detect fake followers. Hence why the platforms aren't able to remove them right away. But all you can do is look at different signals and try and piece together the most accurate scenario of what's going on in reality. And also, there is a little hack to this. If you're already talking with the influencer, what you can do is ask them to share with you 2 things. 1, what is the returning percentage of viewers? And 2, could you show me the breakdown of which countries your viewers are coming from? Typically, if anyone has bought engagement or followers or views, you're going to see there's very little returning viewers because bots don't return to content. And if they bought it, a lot of the viewing countries will be developing countries, right? And the next thing you can do is take 5 sponsored posts that you've done in the past, copy all the comments from these posts, and put them into ChatGPT. And now I want you to ask ChatGPT how many comments talk about the sponsored post. If you can't find a single comment that's actually interested in the product, and there won't be many, but all we're looking for is a few, it means either they oversell their audience because they always have new products, They bought fake followers, which is why anyone that's commenting isn't watching the video, because those are bots. Well, the third is they just have terrible engagement and they don't really connect with their viewers. All of these should be taken as red flags. And especially when you combine these with the other four, that's when you really start to put together, will this influencer perform? Are they going to be a good influencer? And the last thing is, are they on an influencer platform? If they're on a platform like Collabster, a lot of the time they're selling themselves out. They're only doing it for the money. So you have to be wary of this. Now, of course, none of this will matter if you're not looking at the proper metrics in a campaign. So I'm going to put this video over here, which will break down which metrics you should be optimizing for if you want to get more conversions for your product.